What's up, Tribal Acre fam? Putting out that cool intro for you right there. Something like that. Anyways, so today I want to kind of introduce you to or talk about the stall that I built. I was talking about that we were getting some donkeys and that we were going to start building some other pens here soon, and we had some donkeys that are about to be here, but I went ahead, of course, and built their stall. And I want to kind of show you how, to me, a really cost-efficient way is to build one and to really save yourself money and to actually create walls and stuff actually relatively quickly that you can do if you're on a budget as well, or if you just want to save a little bit of money. So we went ahead, and I'll go ahead and show it to you right now. So what we got here is a pallet stall. Okay, so it's made pretty much, I would say maybe 90% out of pallets. Okay, so these are just your regular like 4 foot by 3 foot pallets. In here, this is 3 by 3 by 3, which actually equals out to about 9 foot by 9 foot. And then we doubled them up, so you're looking at 8 foot high. Is what it looks like up top. To secure the pallets, what I did was I stuck an 8 foot 2x4 down here, and then we drilled these together by putting screws in here and all along it, and then we also connect them here inside as well. As you can tell, not all of them are perfectly matched up with it. That's mostly because our ground's not perfectly level out here, which of course I don't suggest building on unlevel ground. But if you don't have something to actually make your ground super level, and if it's not like super bad, it doesn't affect the structure a whole lot. Not that I suggest it. Of course, if I had something that could take care of that, I would do that. But nonetheless, we put them in the most flattest spots we can. But this is pretty much what it looks like in here. So we did that. So a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 1, 2, and 2 pallets in here. And then for each 2 pallets, you get a 2x4. So that is not much money that you have to spend if you can get your pallets for free. All you pretty much have to buy is your 2x4s for your inserts, and then for your roofing, if you do it like this, for your roofing, where we just ran, these are 2x4 by 12s that we ran along it, so that we stuck it down here at the end and raise it up down here. That way it's stuck up in the air so the water could drain off properly. And then we just put pretty much the same red roofs I've been putting on most of my stuff, which is up here. Also, they make really easy for climbing to put it on, so which is these red roofs. I actually ran out of red roofs low, so I bought one brown up here, but nobody can see it, so it don't matter a whole lot. So I actually had some rain coming at first and had some sag, so I just had to put a few extra braces in there to lift them up. But ever since then, we've had a couple rains and no issues. But like I said, the one also good thing to me about it is being able to climb up there, even and put your roofing on. Of course, you can use a ladder, but they just really help. And it takes up a lot of space for pretty much nothing at all. And then, of course, we just put a county line fence in here. Most of the time, the donkeys will be out, but just in case we have to lock them up for weather or hurricanes we get in Florida or anything like that, we can do so. But they'll be pretty much free to range, to come out, feed and graze, whatever. Okay, so that's that. They're not here yet, so it's still not totally put together. But then we also built our emus one as well, and I went ahead and did a pallet door for this. I had the idea to do it when I was building it, to do a pallet door, because I thought it would look really cool to do one. So we ended up doing that for this one, but this one's not quite as big. But here's what we did different for this pallet stall, if you want to do it this way as well, if you maybe don't need the height as much as the width. So we actually flipped these pallets on their sides, and pretty much just did the structure opposite. So now instead of being 3 foot wide, we went 3 foot high and double stacked them that way. And then we ran our 2x4s along here and connected them the same exact way. And then you connect the pallets just by putting screws in here to connect them like this. Okay, so it's pretty much the same concept, but we just flip them to make it wider with less pallets, but we don't need the height. We topped out at around almost 7 feet because they're over 3 feet long, so it's around 7 foot tall. So that's how we did this one. And how I did the raised roof on here is I actually did the roofing a little differently because I didn't flip the boards up in the air like I did on the other one. These ones are actually laid flat. I figured that might work better with this roofing, and it doesn't have a lot of braces. I only put one brace across the whole middle because it's not really big. But I put just another 2x4 right here, if you can see it, to help raise these boards up, just to give a slight slant to drain the water when it rains. Of course, again, the ground's not perfectly level out here, but this one actually came together pretty well, pretty good as well. I did run into an issue that I took care of, that you can see these, like the sign, no trespassing, violators will be eaten. Closest, almost one of the closest animals to a raptor, so that's why we got it. So one of the things that I did was I took 3 2x4s and pieced this together to fit the door perfectly, how I needed it to fit, to connect it. Why it didn't reach perfectly, I think I might have had it maybe at an angle a tad or something when we put it up, which could be possible. But anyways, that it's nothing we couldn't fix. So we ended up doing the same type of roof, of course, flipping the boards a little differently, but the pallet door actually came out really well. I just double stacked 2 pallets and then ran a 2x4 along them here. Then I did end up doing 4 braces because it's pretty heavy, or 4 hinges. That way it swung on it really well and didn't bend the top brace or mess up the bottom brace. And we lifted it up off the ground a little bit. Slowly started to drag after a while, so right now what I did was I just took a rope, and you can see it's pretty tight, and it runs up to here and it slides decently now. But the only problem I've been having with, even though I raise it, is this cord is a little bit stretchy. So I do advise that if you do try and hold up your door with something, you don't use this kind of rope. So I'm gonna have to go back, of course, and fix it again. But other than that, it's not like a big deal that it does rub. I mean, you can push it out. If not, you can pick it up a little bit, but I mean, it's really no problem to shut. Just lock it off on both, and then we have no problems there. But the pallet door turned out really cool. I never thought about doing one like that before, and then once I built this one, I was like, well, let me see if I can do it with pallet. So hope you guys like these stalls. And if you guys are thinking about building a stall and maybe building it pretty cheaply, if you can find some free pallets on OfferUp, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, you're going to save a lot of money in building your stall. And all you have to really spend money on is your 2x4s, and they're like $4 a piece. And if you only have to buy, let's say you're building the smaller version, you only have to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 12 2x4s. And then of course your screws and hardware and whatever roofing you're going to use. But it's going to be pretty cheap. As you can see, Gumball and Jelly Bean out here eating. They're getting so big. I think they're pushing almost 4 months now of age. But they've been actually out here for a good little bit now. In this area, we caged in around the outside. A, so they wouldn't try and get out. And then B, so, I mean, nothing would more than likely mess with them in here. But just in case it does, help them keep a little more guarded. So, also, they're, Peep, their tire drinker that we got from Tractor Supply, and just tossed it in a tire. It's a great idea for them as well. And then we went to the bucket feeder for them, and I just hung it up on a screw and then tied it, because they do knock it down sometimes. But if you just take a rope and just tie it around the bucket and then outside of the board, if this does fall off the screw, your bucket of food's not going to be all over the ground. So this is it. Okay, this is it for the pallet stalls. I hope you guys like them. what they look like, what they turned out to look like. Both of them right here. This is about to be opened up over here. About to put a gate. I think I'm going to put the gate right on this side, right here. Excuse me. I put a gate right here, and this is going to open up into pretty much, I guess we consider like a pasture or whatever, but it's going to be the grazing for a lot of the donkeys, so they have more room to move. And then eventually when we add cows, all this will be pretty much fenced off, and you know, we can go quite a ways around here. So I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do that yet, but I also want to show you this real quick, which is we built for the donkeys. It's a pretty inexpensive way, instead of buying one, as a hay feeder to put your hay in for the donkeys to eat, cows, goats, whatever. This is the feeder we did for it. So literally just 2x4s, X amount boards, and then extra wire from the fencing we had. I just put it in here, and now we just toss hay in here. They can eat the hay out of here because the holes are so big out of the sides. And then of course, if you have big enough animals, they can just reach over the top and eat it. But that's just a couple 2x4s and make that as well. So you're looking at, if you have, especially have some extra wire laying around, you're looking at maybe 20 bucks at most to just create something to hold your hay for the animals. Also want to show you guys real quick this one thing. So this up top, because the donkeys were getting their miniature, and right now I don't have like a barn to store stuff. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna come up like up here, maybe like 2 foot from the top, and we're going to go from the end of one of these pallets across and make kind of like an attic, or a storage, really an attic for storage in the donkey stall, because it's so tall and they don't need nowhere near that much height. They're like 3 foot tall max. So we got over 8 feet of height here. I take 2 feet off. You still got 6 feet of clearance. Even I can still walk around in here. So we'll do that. And then like all of our pellets for the bedding and stuff, all of our bales of hay, right now they've been sitting in here. But I can take all our pellets, that way they don't get ruined from the rain, because we do get standing water in these stalls sometimes. And then like with the emus, I had to create a platform for them to get on if it does have standing water in there when we get a lot of rain, because we're so close to the lake back here and a lot of swamp in the back part of the property. We do get water in here sometimes, so we're taking care of that issue with those things that need built. And of course our pellets, if we can keep them dry when that happens, it'll help soak up some of that, as well of course keeping the stall clean as well. But other than that, the stalls turn out amazing, and for free pallets, you can't beat it. You cannot beat that. So all right, so I'll see you guys later. That's it for this video. If this helped you guys, and maybe an idea for building a stall, or what you may want to do building a stall, and this is a cost-efficient way to you, please let me know. Of course, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. More videos coming. I've got a lot more to show you guys of what we've done and what we're doing here on the farm, and I'm sure I'm gonna have some more animals to show you guys here soon. So see you guys later.